Here's the plaintiffs, Malexa Mayweather and Dee Lewis. Malexa says she hired the defendant to custom make her dream dress for her upcoming prom, and the woman didn't make it in time. That's right, the day before the prom she went to pick it up, it wasn't finished, and there was no way she was going to be able to fix it in time. She spent countless hours the next day scrambling to get a new dress in time. She had to stay in a hotel, rent a car, and the defendant owes them to the tune of $4,997.47 for all they're out. This is the defendant, Kia Wagner. She says she was ready, willing, and able to provide a dress to the plaintiff, but the flighty girl changed her mind at the last minute, went to another designer, and now she has a perfectly good dress she wasted her time and money making. She did everything she could to make the plaintiff happy. Nothing worked, and if anyone's owed money here, it's her. She's accused of messing up the dress. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $5,000 for defamation of character.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
Welcome in.
Malexa Mayweather?
Yes.
Okay. And Dee Lewis?
Yes.
You're her mom?
Yes.
You are suing Kia Wagner, you're the designer, for $4,997.47 for a prom dress that you have paid only $100 for, because she kind of ruined your prom by not having it ready and by it not being what you wanted, I guess. You have a counterclaim against them for $5,000 for defamation of character, for trashing you on Facebook?
All over
the social media. All right, what happened?
So I was in school and my friends and I said, well, this lady, Kia Wagner, altered my dress and she makes prom dresses. So I was like...
This was now, what, 2 weeks before?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't have...
And you couldn't find anything in the stores?
No, because I didn't want my dress like store-bought.
But some people try to think about that before 2 weeks before the prom, but okay.
Yeah, but I inboxed her. She said that she could make it for me, and I said, okay. And she said we got to meet as soon as possible. When I met with her, I told her what I wanted. I told her that I wanted it long, just make sure it's long sleeve. And she sent me the materials in my inbox and said, this will look really cute on you. And I agreed, saying, yeah, this will look cute on me. And she said it will be mermaid bottom.
Wait, how many times do you go for a fitting?
3 times.
Okay, when you go the first time, are you liking it?
She just took my measurements then.
When you go the second time?
Only the base was done, not the fully dressed. She kept rearranging the feathers, but I was like...
But you wanted the feathers?
Yeah, the material, yeah.
Yeah. So when you go the third time, what day is it?
It's Wednesday.
And prom is?
Friday.
Okay. And so when you go on Wednesday, what happens?
She had everything pinned on. It wasn't sewed on yet. And she just put the train thing onto the thing, but it had pins on it. And she told me that day that she was going to sew it up that night, and I could pick it up anytime, whenever I get out of school on Thursday. But when I got there on Thursday, after I got my hair done, it was the same thing that I went on Wednesday. Nothing was pinned on or anything like that.
Nothing was sewn?
Yeah, sewn on, I'm sorry.
What did she say?
She had another person's dress. She was making it at the same time as mine. And then she said, well, it's going to be a few minutes. And then a few minutes, it turned into a few hours.
How long were you there?
I got there at like 7, and it was
7
like...
at night?
Yeah. I didn't really leave till like 12, and she still didn't have anything sewn on yet.
So was she sewing it in front of you and expecting you to wait for it?
She was expecting me to wait for it, but she also was in the process of sewing another dress, which was not done yet.
So at midnight you leave, and what happens? You just don't come back?
And I didn't come back because I asked her. She asked me to offer to make another dress, but I'm like, if you can't...
Wait, why make another dress?
Because it was naked, but at first it was like a lot of feathers, like the feathers that are on the table, they're all over. And then once she started cutting the feathers, it was...
Where are we? Hold on.
Okay.
What's going on here?
That's my dress right there.
Okay. Yeah.
But it was like feathers all over the butt area. It's more pictures, different pictures. She started cutting the feathers, and it started getting more nude than it already was. And like when I turned like this, my private areas were out.
I'll say.
So I started getting like not happy. I was starting to get like self-conscious. She didn't want me to wear any underwear with it, and I was like, this is not gonna work for me.
Okay. So what'd you do?
So I sent pictures to my best friend, but I told her not to show anybody because I was scared that my mom was gonna yell at me.
Are you
Because
starting to figure out why your mother may be right about
Yeah.
things that she said?
Yeah.
Because we have a saying in Spanish, más sabe el diablo por viejo que por diablo. The devil knows more from age than from being the devil. All right, go ahead.
So my best friend was like, well, let me just see what it looks like.
You look like a bird. It's horrible.
I know,
It
everybody
looks
was talking
horrible.
about me.
It looks horrible.
Everybody was talking about me like crazy.
Like, what was the deal? I mean, did you feel like that was good?
I personally, I didn't not like it. I mean, I stand behind my work 100%. So, and when the initial idea came to us and we were discussing it, I was pinning, and when she was saying she liked it, I kept going.
Yeah,
I kept
but
going.
then feathers started to be cut, and then her butt showed.
Well, at that point, that was when I was going to consider an aligning underneath so that it wouldn't be sheer. And the
But
feathers
that
got
wasn't
cut
what
at
she
that
had
was the-
asked for. She had asked for enough feathers to cover the key points, and
Well, I asked her, did she like it? And she said no. So that's when we started to try to alter it, and that's when I started to cut the feathers.
but had you told her the dress is going to be ready
No,
and then
I
it
did
wasn't?
not. I have documents showing that I did not tell her the dress would be ready. I have documents showing, telling her that I need her to come in for the final fitting. Her
On
and
the Thursday.
yes,
Yeah, show me that you told her on Thursday, not your dress is ready, but
Right.
we need to keep fitting. What day was prom?
Friday, June 2nd.
I'm getting my hair done after school. I don't think that there's any reason for you to believe that the dress was supposed to be ready then.
exactly.
I
I,
think
never
you're trying to
told
make
her
a case
that.
a little better than it
I never
is.
told her that
Because nothing in these texts or indications
at all.
would be that it was ready for June 1st. What did you do for the prom? What did you do for your dress?
This lady Shirley made me one, and she made
She
me a
made
dress.
you a dress in a day?
Yeah, but my friend gave me the bottom half of her old prom dress from last year, and she just did a different top.
In one day?
I dropped it off.
Is off the rack that bad?
Yeah, it is.
Because it's not like you're paying $30 for these dresses. You're paying, like, you could get a really nice off the rack for that. What's your counterclaim against her for?
My counterclaim is for defamation of character.
How come? How so?
This dress was posted without my permission. The picture was taken and posted onto social media stating that that was the completed gown, and I told her to come pick it up and it was ready.
So you didn't like that she posted the dress.
Well, the dress went viral. It went
was viral?
It was on Wendy Williams' show.
Get
it was
out!
on, it was
Oh,
on
Wendy,
Instagram.
I love you.
It was on Instagram, The Shade Room. It made it to Good Morning America.
Wait. Good Morning America.
It was on Teen Vogue.
Teen Vogue?
17
magazine?
17 magazine.
Really?
And they're basically, I had threats
Are
online.
you, wait. Let me hold on to this feeling I'm having right now.
Based all upon lies, Judge. Based upon lies. There was pins clearly in the dress, and you can clearly see that the dress wasn't completed. But it was given off that that was the completed gown, and I told her to come pick it up, and you were wearing this to prom. I would never do that. The dress was in pieces yesterday. She got there.
Let me see the entry that she put.
Oh, okay. And I actually have it from different.
Did you end up on the Today Show and Wendy Williams and all that?
Like, they got my dress off the internet, but I didn't personally go on there.
Did they
but-
ask you to?
No.
Well, I have
Did
messages.
you find out that they were doing that? You have the best prom story I have ever heard in my life.
Now it's embarrassing.
Really?
Your Honor, it got 3,000 likes, 2,006 comments, and 4,000 shares.
Okay, do you have that?
Yes. And those are other avenues. These are people around the world. This is other countries.
Yeah, none of them are going to you for a dress, but okay. So Kia, and really, Mom, grow up. I mean, this is their little venue. So Kia Wagner called my daughter Malexa Mayweather the night before prom to pick up her dress. That's what you mean?
Right.
To pick up her dress, which she charges $300 for. Are you serious? I was wrong for wanting my deposit back? Well, don't you wish you had just given the lady her $100?
At the end of the day, ma'am, I live in Syracuse. I drove four and
Is
a
that a
half
yes or a
hours.
no to?
No,
or
I'm not.
You stand by your decision.
Yes.
Alrighty then. So you ended up all over social media and television.
Those are just examples of other countries that are posting about my dress. Countries, ma'am.
It's
This
in
is
Greek
around
lettering.
the world. This is
People from
around the
Greece
world.
were answering.
Around the world.
Oh,
Like,
lordy, lordy.
So embarrassing.
How do you know? They might be saying the dress is beautiful. You have no idea what they're saying.
Well, I did the translation on Facebook, and it was saying this is awful.
Welcome back to the People's Court, Harvey Levin here. So, if the girl going to the prom goes to the dressmaker and the day before the prom the dress isn't ready, can she say, you know what, I'm going to go buy another dress and charge you for it because I don't trust that it's going to be ready and right? What do you say?
Yes.
Why do you say that?
I think she should because the dressmaker, she could make a mistake with it. So
So it may not even fit the day of the prom.
correct.
Okay, what do you say?
I agree with her.
You do?
Yeah.
But what if the woman says, look, all I promised you was you'd have a dress for the prom, you're going to have a dress for the prom, so chill.
I think she should wait till the day of.
Okay, but what about what she says? What if it doesn't fit the day of? You're kind of screwed, right?
Then buy one last minute.
Oh, so in other words, like at 6 o'clock, you go to the store?
Yeah, because the promise was that the dressmaker would finish the day of prom. Maybe she should have made the dressmaker finish earlier.
Fair enough, going inside the courtroom.
How is it you're suing for $5,000? Mom, why don't you step in? Because I'm sure you had something to do with this.
Okay, I'm suing for $5,000 because it was the day of prom. It's 12 o'clock. Prom is in a couple of hours.
Yeah, whose fault is that we are in this position? You're suing for $4,000 in emotional distress because it was stressful to get that dress at the last minute, right?
And everything else that I
Okay.
had to pay out of pocket to get her another dress after she promised that she could make my daughter's dress in time.
Okay, so prom dress deposit. Well, how much money went from there to there? $100.
Yeah.
Okay. You want the rental car from June 2nd to the June 5th of $112. What's that about?
Because at the time, I'm a full-time student. So I was at school. Someone else had my vehicle. So I had to leave school to get to Syracuse
Why don't
to
you
get
just drive
another
your own
dress.
car to leave school to go to Syracuse to
didn't
handle your
have-
daughter's problem?
I just said I didn't have my car.
Why not?
Someone else was using my
Get
car.
it from them. I don't understand why you would think that she would have to pay a rental car for you because you have these other problems. That's crazy. Okay. Driver's fee. Why? What's a driver's fee?
Because at the time, I have a piece of paper here from the doctor where I had to get some Ativan, and I couldn't drive the car.
And that's her fault?
No, it's not her fault.
Okay. Then why are you asking for her to pay for it? A hotel. What hotel? Why does she have to pay a $190 hotel? You out of things to say? $20 Western Union fees and $4,000 in emotional distress. Can I see the pictures of you for prom?
She has them on her phone and I have them on
Yeah.
my phone, but my phone's off.
Oh my God, you looked fabulous.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Your Honor, one of my short-term goals is to make it onto Project Runway, and that dream is probably destroyed now because my name is attached to an uncompleted dress that was put off as a completed gown.
Let me just explain something to you. You seem to feel that it's defamation to suggest for a moment that, you had suggested the dress was done. It's not that. It's that the dress looks awful. Okay? It does. It's got her butt showing. She looks like a road runner with these feathers that ended up being cut off so that between the middle of her butt and her top thigh is all, see-through organza or whatever it is. And then now you got to line it, which is not something she wanted because in the other places you're going to see the line. Everything went into the toilet. So the problem was that she's the day before prom and it's midnight and the dress isn't ready. And it's not gonna look like how she had imagined she was gonna look. You want $5,000 against Mom because Mom ends up, putting the post up. I can't imagine Mom expected there to be the reaction that there was, but you put a picture of your daughter's butt hanging out and your daughter says she's embarrassed.
I did not know
That her butt was hanging out? I'm looking at it.
No, I did not know it was that many people were gonna comment.
Well,
on that
how
picture.
about just not how about you ask her if she wants her butt on your...
No, that's not, I wasn't embarrassed because my butt, that's inappropriate. But I'm saying, everybody in
Yeah.
school, look at that, you look like a duck, saying
Well,
stuff like
yeah.
that.
Well, that's the thing. We sit around and we live our little public lives on social media, and then we're like, oh, my feelings are hurt. Really? How about you just don't post that? Then you won't feel bad. What's gonna happen is what should have happened at the beginning. I am ordering the return of the $100 that you paid as a deposit, which had you received it, you would have just gone your merry way. And of course, your court costs on your counterclaim against them, Zero. What they did was, post the dress and say, can you believe this? And they, although I don't think it's a great idea, I don't consider that a defamation case, okay? That's my verdict. Good luck, folks.
Thank you.
By the way, you look fabulous.
Thank you.
All right, hold on, I get this.
So in a case that had both parties essentially suing each other for $5,000, the plaintiff gets $100 back. The plaintiff gets a refund for her deposit. And you're coming out with the dress here.
Oh, that's a finished
That's
gown.
that's the
just
finished gown you wanted to
example of a
show.
finished gown.
Yeah,
Thank
all
you.
right. Well, look, I have to ask you, do you really think all of this exposure, worldwide exposure, has done anything to ruin your career? Keep
Oh,
that down.
yes,
Have
definitely.
you heard response?
Yes, I've had threats of people saying they're gonna take my life. They've wanted me to take my own life.
Why?
Because the dress was so horrible that they think that I should kill myself.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
You serious?
Yep, I have documents of that, but
Do
the
you
judge
believe
didn't
that?
hear that. She didn't want to hear that. I actually
Well,
was
you didn't
depressed.
tell her. She would have heard that.
She wouldn't let me tell her, but I was actually depressed for a whole week, and I actually am still a little shaky about picking up my sewing machine, but I'll overcome this.
Wow. All right. You think you still have a career?
I do.
Well, good luck to you. I'm sorry about all the problems. The door is that way. Gee whiz, do you see what you've done to her? Well, why'd you do that? She's got threats on her life. That's not funny.
Well, you know what? She shouldn't promise people product and can't deliver it. Then we're inconvenienced because of that.
Yeah,
so that's
well,
her problem.
Everybody had their problems here, and I love what you were trying to sue for, everything in the book.
That's right.
Don't you feel
doesn't
embarrassed
hurt to
about
try.
doing that?
No, for what?
To try, okay. How was the prom? That's the real key here.
It was okay.
It was okay? Learn anything from all of this?
Buy a store-bought dress.
There you go. The judge will be glad to hear that. Okay, thank you very much. Harvey, fascinating story.
Okay, hey, Doug, just one tip. If you order something custom, either get a picture of what you expect or at least a drawing showing what you expect to get, because then you can prove if you're not getting what you paid for when you go to court. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.